Welcome to the Leap Stories, and my guest today is Natalie Washington. Hi, Natalie.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for being with us.
So thank you for having me on your show.
You're welcome. Could you tell us a little bit more about yourself, as who you are, what do you do, and in your own definition, really?
Okay, well, my name is Natalie Washington, also known as Sister Zakhah of the Soul Vegan Summit, and I am a vegan health coach. I live in Israel, in the world's largest vegan community, located in Dimona, Israel. And I basically help people with their diets and their health and nutrition. So if they want to become vegan or want to become a healthier vegan or just want to heal in general, I give them tools and tips on how to do that. And I also show them how to prepare all types of vegan meals. I have over 100 recipes on video showing you step by step how to prepare the different meals so you can have a healthy, happy, delicious diet.
Wow. You're also a mother of 3 lovely children.
Yes,
as
3
well.
lovely boys that are here in Barcelona with me at Mind Valley U.
Wow. I want to know what really triggered the interest for the vegan lifestyle in general, and how did you even get to do what you do today? Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so the story begins with my when I was about 16 years old. My grandmother, she died of cancer, so that really disrupted my world, and I was trying to figure out how that happened. What was that? I was just a teenager living my life. I didn't know, so. Actually, it was before. I think it was when I was about 14 or 15, because at 16 was the time that I found the answer, because I had searched for an answer. I had asked my family, where did that come from? No one knew how she got it. They just say she just got it. I said, how did you just get that? So I met I was part of a youth church group, and there was a radical preacher who came and talked to us about diet and nutrition and how it affects your health and the connection with disease. After that, that was the last time I ever ate meat, especially red meat. Afterwards, I found that I made myself sick because I had no idea. I was only a teenager. I had no idea what I was doing with my diet. So some concerned teachers told me and, gave me some tips, and so said, okay, well, you should go back to at least eating fish and chicken until you know what you're doing. I very reluctantly did that for like a year. Then I went off to college and met so many other vegans who taught me how to eat properly and feed myself. So that's when...
Not starve yourself.
Yeah, not starve myself. So that's when I pretty much went all the way.
Wow, it kind of came from the personal really struggle as well.
Exactly, yeah. So that's why I can always relate to those of you out there who are struggling with diets and just don't know exactly what to do, or just different health issues. And it's just a matter of getting with those who've been there and can assist you and can help you, guide you along the path.
And your boys are vegan?
Yes, they were born vegan, starting with nursing, and then after that, then just the whole vegan diet. All the children in the community are vegan. My children are ages 22 months, 7 years, and 9 years. So,
and how would you define, what does LEAP mean for you?
Okay, LEAP for me means it's a disruption of your regular way of thinking. For example, the way that I got into living the lifestyle that I am now, because since I've been here in Mind Valley, I've had an amazing transformation. But I started somewhere that wasn't a good place. I started where I was kind of living my life. Like when I was in my 20s, I wrote an amazing book called The Joy of Living Life. It became a bestseller, sold thousands of copies, and it was on raw food recipes, vegan recipes, and featured amazing interviews with people like Dick Gregory, Dr. Leila Africa, and many others. And so this book, as soon as I wrote the book, I left America and moved to Israel and started my family, and just sort of took a break for about 10 years. And then things started happening in my life where I really wasn't paying attention, but a friend of mine pulled me to the side and just said, noticed that I wasn't the same person that I was, when I first moved there, that I wasn't as happy, that I wasn't dressing as well. I really kind of letting myself go. I didn't smile as much as I used to, because I love smiling. I smile all the time, but I really wasn't doing it in that season. And I didn't know at the moment really what it was, but then I kind of took a step back and just kind of reflected on my life to find out what was going on. And then just when the revelation came, it was really that I realized that I kind of lost myself, that I had just allowed too many things that I should not have allowed to take place in my life. And it was causing actual depression in me, and I didn't realize that. Just the fact that I had to stop and reflect on where was my life going, what did I want, is this the life that I wanted? And I wasn't happy with my marriage, I wasn't happy with my my career, I wasn't happy with just my day to day. I remember I wrote a list of all the most amazing things that I've ever done in my life, and all of them were in the past, like way in the past. And I was thinking, so is this it? Is there going to be something else in the future that's going to inspire me and keep me going? So I said, you know what? I want to make these future years amazing. I want to have adventure. I want to live the life of my dreams. If people can there are people on planet Earth that can travel the world. I want to travel the world. I want to travel the world with my children, and I'm doing that. And so far, we've been to about 4 or 5 different countries.
It's lovely.
It's me and my boys, and we've traveled.
So how would you, for our audience, how would you capture that leap? What does the definition-wise? How would you define it? Is it a jump? Is it what definition would you give the concept?
Well, I don't know if there's a finishing. Your own. Yeah, I don't know if there's a finishing point to it. It's a continuous journey, but the leap itself, I think, is just a recognition that there is something more that you want, recognizing that you are not where you are, and then planning or thinking about having a vision for where you want to go. So making the leap it has a lot of fear attached to it. Yeah. You saw me stuttering as I'm saying there's a lot of fear. Because it takes you to change the patterns, because the brain, this 3 million or however many million-year-old device in your head, it just gets locked into patterns to help you conserve energy, or else you would just kind of be scatterbrained and moving around everywhere. Right. But to conserve energy, it locks you into certain patterns. You wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth the same way. Yeah. You go to the bathroom, you're just programmed to do the same thing every single day. But sometimes you'll get programmed to do negative habits that will not get you to where you want to be. So you have to do things and be conscious and consciously do things to actually reprogram yourself, change your way of thinking, which will change your behavior, which will change your outcome and change your life and your destiny.
If you were to recall, think about one of those leap moments, what is that one lesson that you took away that you could share with our audience in the last 10 seconds?
Oh, wow. I really believe in my heart and soul that you can absolutely do anything. You just have to be willing to do the work that it takes to do it, and don't be afraid, because where does that fear come from? There's not going to be a dangerous animal coming to get you. It's just a simple change of behavior. Correct. You might be afraid of what other people think about you. Correct. It's not their life, and they don't have to live with those consequences. So live your life and do it in righteousness. Do it in for the good of humanity and in alignment with your purpose. But do it and go after your dreams, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of judgment. Don't be afraid of what might happen, the unknown future. Just do it. Just go for it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Natalie.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing with us. And thank you guys for watching. And as always, till the next Leap story from Barcelona. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.